Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Terengganu with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Hazard. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's a goal! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Edmilson. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Messi. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Van Dijk. Terengganu leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he gets rid in a hurry. Yamal. Messi. Bellingham. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Yamal! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Fernandez, foot in, and it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Barcelona definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless. Mbappe! Camavinga. Cafu. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yamal is flagged offside. That is ended up in no man's land. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Yeah, that works for me. The deny.
He's going for goal! Frustratingly close. Nuno Mendes. Jorginho. Now that looks a decent ball. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Mbappe.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Camavinga.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bellingham. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Fernandez. Silvestre. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Messi. Jorginho. Bellingham takes a shot! Sensational from Bellingham! A finish right from the top drawer. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Camavinga, can he get it through? Camavinga is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Yamal, and he was quick to react. Tries to pass it through, and Van Nistelrooy! And he scores! And the message is clear, the only way is up.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well read, nice interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played over towards the opposite flank. Aims beyond the defence. Chance for a shot! And that's a sharp finish! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Mbappe! And he hits the net. And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And that is all they have time for. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been a half full of thrills, and the margins are tight. Just one in it, 3-2 at the break. So straight into the second half. Now this could be a chance. Goes for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Wonderfully smooth, smart. Could be danger here. Fernandez. Ambitious ball here. No, that pass has been well intercepted. But that has not gone well. Now it's Yamal. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, good-looking ball. Van Nistelrooy. And that was nowhere near his best. Bellingham. That is a great pick out. Van Nistelrooy. Azar! And that is doing no harm at all.
Terengganu really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Araki proves too strong. Now it's Yamal. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Messi is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Decent hit from there. And it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Cafu.
Terengganu really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so. Deal with the pressure.
And the shot! Oh, it's gone in! And they are on the rise again, ahead again in the race for promotion. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Big chance! And it's hoisted clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about. Oh, good climb! No, not the best of headers.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution on the field, number 5.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Mbappe to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, it's no doubt a positive one. They want to make sure they finish the job from here.
Nicely weighted ball. But he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's all along. Great chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Lamine Yamal has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Cafu. Yamal. Terengganu are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Looking for options for movement. And the through ball. Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Nielsen! It's anyone's ball now. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. Just about up to 75 minutes. Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! And he's heaved it away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Number 18.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Terrific effort! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Van Nistelrooy. Well, what about it? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. Nicely shaped ball. Great ball if he can get there. Nice interception, well timed. Silvesh. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
substitutions taking place.
And here's Messi. Van Nistelrooy.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's found space here. And he's managed to gift it back. Chips it through. He's onside.
Has been indicated.
Tries a shot. Oh, split-second reaction.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Desperate defending required here. And it's been taken short. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Jorginho. Oh, good take in a good area. Bernardo Silva! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. Now, can they get him away? Bernardo Silva. Camavinga. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, good spread. Messi has it in a wide position. Pacho. And that is as far as it goes. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Van Nistelrooy, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly. Terengganu do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So we're very much on the way now. Terengganu with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. That has been cut short. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Looking for the run. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Terengganu with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Can he finish? Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. He's got away, and he's had it nicked away. Nice bit of trickery. Simeone, Silvestre does well to get it back. Threads one in. Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's in a great position here, and he tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
And he was quick to react. Simeone. Neymar batted in a wide position. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And he's there to clear it. That is good alertness. Tries one from range! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Bellingham! No, just not quite. Tries to pass it through, and it's been played. He's having a hit! And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, really well played.
Aimed at the far side. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Camavinga. Cafu. Out for a throw. No, again there's no way through. Vermeer. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read, nice interception. Nicely weighted ball. Van Nistelrooy! That is outstanding from Van Nistelrooy! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Not so fast, not so fast, they say. We want it just as badly. We will make a fight of it. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Vermeer. Now it's Drogba. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Fernandes. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Guardiola. Yamal. Guardiola unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Simeone. And it's Lopez. Spread out to the left. Neymar has the space to scheme. And he's in, and the shot! Marvellous goal! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Yamal.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Drogba. Oh, now he can run away with it. Drogba! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, good climb! Oh, that was a... And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
And we come to you now.
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we get things going again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Cafu. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Lopez. Drogba. Fernandes. And they can counter here. He's found a way through. It's Camavinga. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Neymar. Searching pass he's played there, and he's picked out the run. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Now here's the great chance! Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. That has ended up in no man's land.
The attendance for this match was 70,000.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Manchester United can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Yamal. And Van Nistelrooy! That's another chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Can he get on the end of this? Zabani spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's all alone. Shot at goal! And he hits the net. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Manchester United.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Manchester United go up by 2 and are looking good.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Terengganu will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And the pass is intercepted. Played into space. Now there's a fine ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Great vision. It's come to nothing. Looking for options for movement. Oh, what a ball! Van Nistelrooy showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Fernandes. Messi. Oh, that was vital. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, they've got it again. Here's a sharp little ball here. And this is Neymar. Look at the space here. Takes a shot! Fernandes. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Drogba.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. An exchange of stares, and here we go. What a save by David Raya! That has been slung wide. Tries to play it through. No, that's been intercepted. Pass somewhat off target.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Terengganu perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
It is now time for our special lottery.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Terengganu do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. Yamal! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. That has not gone well. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Aymeric Laporte. He's a centre-back who's one of the best in the business when it comes to playing out from defence. He can spark quick counter-attacks or put it...
It's Asa! That is decidedly lacking.
Terengganu certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Molina. And it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. A lot of space. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but...
Takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal! Yamal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Nicked it back promptly. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, he's played it in low. Fernandes. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross into the... bullish header! Defending of the desperate variety. Mbappe. Now this could be a chance.
Van Nistelrooy really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Fernandes. Shot a goal! Camavinga. Neymar. Fernandes. Oh, he's having a go! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Lamine Yamal deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Paredes. Molina. Muscular approach does pay off here. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! And he scores! And look who it is. He leads the way. He leads the way again. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Terengganu have their opener. Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off. No, that's been intercepted. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Neymar has it in a wide position. Ops him off it and wins back the ball. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yamal is onto it. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And we have our very first corner. Hazard with the short one. Cafu, chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Yamal. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Tries to play it through. He's a sharp little ball here. Chance, surely! Relentless, just relentless. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
A case now of complete control. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And he's forced to go back. Pacho. And it's Neymar. Well read, nice interception. Hazard, nicely weighted ball. That's been cut out, well played. Molina. And it's Van Nistelrooy. He's picked his way through. Swings in across. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! And that signals the end of the first period. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Terengganu looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. So straight into the second half. Threads one in. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a key interception. That's been slipped through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. what a throw in. Paredes. Neymar. Van Dijk with a definite fell there. And it's Camavinga. Mbappe. And it's made its way to him. Yamal. Can he get it through? Hazard.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Great ball if he can get there. And he's had it nicked away. Fernandes. That's a good foray he's making. Always onto this. Yamal.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yamal being hunted in packs.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Takes a shot! And there's a goal! And just like that, he's into double figures now. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Molina kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Paredes. And it's Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal. Paredes cuts out the pass. Now it's Yamal. Zabani wins the duel this time. Molina.